Namaste, pranams to everyone. Welcome to today's Lalita Sahasranama chanting session. A warm welcome. Let us start with the Guru Vandanam. Before we start, a small request. If you have any questions, please put it on the question and answer or chat window. For time being, please do not raise the hands. I will request for the attendees to raise their hands at the end of the session. So at that time, you can raise. So at the moment, I'm going to lower all the hands. If you have any questions, please put it on the chat window or the question and answer window. So let us start with the Mangalam. Gurureva gatir gurumeva bhaje gurunaiva sahasmi namo gurave na guroh paramam shishurasmi guroh matirasti gurau mama pahi guru. Dhyanam. Let us visualize Lalita Parameshwari while we chant the Dhyana Shlokas. Sinduraruna vigrahan trinayanam manikya maulis phurat taranayaka shekharam smitamukhi mapinavakshoruham Panibhyamalipurnarattnachashakam Raktotpalam Vibhratim Saumyam Ratnaghatastharaktacharanam Dhyayet Paramambika Arunam Karunatarangitakshim Dhrutapashankushapushpabanachapam Animadibhiravrutam Mayukhaihi Ahamityeva Vibhavaye Bhavani. While I chant, I request all the attendees to be on mute and chant along with me. But please be on mute and please chant along with me. Om Shri Mata Shri Maharagni Shrimat Simhasaneshwari Chidagni Kunda Sambhuta Devakarya Samudyata Buddhyadbhanu Sahasrabha Chaturbahu Samanvita Ragaswarupa Pashadhya Krodhakarankushojjvala Manorupekshu Kodanda Panchatanmatra Sayaka Nijaruna Prabhapura Majjad Brahmanda Mandala Champaka Shoka Punnaga Saugandhi Kalasatkacha Kuruvindamani Shreni Kanat Koti Ramandita Ashtami Chandra Vibhraja Dalikasthala Shobhita Mukha Chandra Kalanka Bhamrugana Bhivisheshaka Vadanasmara Mangalya Gruhatorana Chillika Vaktra Lakshmi Parivaha Chalan Meena Bhalochana Navachampaka Pushpabhanasa Danda Virajita Tara Kanti Tiraskarina Bharana Bhasura Kadamba Manjari Klipta Karna Pura Manohara Tatanka Yugani Bhuta Tapanodupa Mandala Padmaraga Shiladasha Paribhavika Pola Bhuhu Nava Vidruma Bimbashrin Yakkari Radanachada शुद्ध विद्यांकुराकार द्विज पंक्ति द्वयोज्ज्वला कर्पूर वीटिका मोद समाकर्षि दिगंतरा निज संलाप माधुर्य विनिर्भत्सित कच्छपि मंदस्मित प्रभापूर मज्जत् कामेश मानसा अनाकलित सादृश्य चिबुक श्री विराजिता कामेश बद्ध मांगल्य सूत्र शोभित कंधरा कनकांगद केयूर कमनीय भुजान्विता रत्नग्रैवेय चिंता कलोल मुक्ता फलान्विता कामेश्वर प्रेम रत्नमणि प्रतिपणस्तनी नाभ्याल बाल रोमालि लता फलकुचद्वयी लक्ष्य रोमलता धारता समुन्नेय मध्यमा स्तन भारदलन्मध्य पट्टबन्धवलित्रया अरुणारुण कौसुम्भ वस्त्र भास्वत्कटीतटी रत्न किङ्किणिकारम्य रशनादाम भूषिता कामेश ज्ञात सौभाग्यमार्तवोरुद्वयान्विता माणिक्य मुकुटाकार जानुद्वय विराजिता इंद्रगोप परिक्षिप्त स्मरतूणा भजङ्घिका गूढगुल्फा कूर्म पृष्ठ जयिष्णु प्रपदान्विता नखदीधिति संचन्न नमज्जनतमो गुणा पदद्वय प्रभाजाल पराकृत सरोरुहा सिञ्जानमणि मञ्जीर मण्डित श्रीपदाम्बुजा मराली मन्दगमना महालावण्यशेवधिः सर्वारुणानवद्याङ्गी सर्वाभरणभूषिता शिवकामेश्वराङ्कस्था शिवा स्वाधीनवल्लभा सुमेरुमध्यशृङ्गस्था श्रीमन्नगरनायिका चिन्तामणिगृहान्तस्था पञ्चब्रह्मासनस्थिता महापद्माटवी संस्था कदम्बवनवासिनी सुधासागर मध्यस्था कामाक्षी कामदायिनी देवर्षिगण संघातस्तूयमानात्मवैभवा भण्डासुरवधोद्युक्त शक्तिसेना समन्विता संपत्करी समारूढ सिन्धुरव्रज सेविता अश्वारूढाधिष्ठिताश्वकोटिकोटिभिरावृता चक्रराजरथारूढ सर्वायुध परिष्कृता गेय चक्ररथारूढ मन्त्रिणी परिसेविता किरिचक्ररथारूढ दण्डनाथा पुरस्कृता ज्वालामालिनिका क्षिप्तवह्निः प्राकारमध्यगा भण्डसैन्यवधोद्युक्त शक्तिविक्रमहर्षिता नित्या पराक्रमाटोपनिरीक्षण समुत्सुका भण्डपुत्रवधोद्युक्त बाला विक्रमनन्दिता मन्त्रिण्यम्बा विरचित विषङ्गवधतोषिता विशुक्रप्राणहरणवाराही वीर्यनन्दिता कामेश्वर मुखालोककल्पित श्रीगणेश्वरा महागणेश निर्भिन्न विघ्नयन्त्र प्रहर्षिता भण्डासुरेन्द्र निर्मुक्त शस्त्र प्रत्यस्त्रवर्षिणी कराङ्गुलिनखोत्पन्न नारायण दशाकृतिः महापाशुपतास्त्राग्निर्दग्धासुरसैनिका कामेश्वरास्त्र निर्दग्ध सभण्डासुरशून्यका ब्रह्मोपेन्द्र महेन्द्रादिदेव संस्तुत वैभवा हरनेत्राग्निसन्दग्ध काम सञ्जीवनौषधिः श्रीमद्वाग्भवकूटैकस्वरूप मुख पंकजा कंठादः कटिपर्यन्त मध्यकूटस्वरूपिणी शक्तिकूटैकतापन्न कट्यधो भागधारिणी. I will chant, I will teach the 35th verse again. Sai Shruti, you can repeat after me. Kanthādah katiparyanta.
Kanthādah katiparyanta. Kanthādah katiparyanta.
Madhyakutasvarupini.
Madhyakutasvarupini. Madhyakutasvarupini.
Shaktikūtaikatapanna.
Shaktikūtaikatapanna. Shaktikūtaikatapanna.
Katyadho bhagadharini.
Katyadho bhagadharini. Katyadho bhagadharini.
Kanthādah katiparyanta madhyakutasvarupini.
Kanthādah katiparyanta madhyakutasvarupini. Kanthādah katiparyanta madhyakutasvarupini.
Shaktikūtaikatapanna katyadho bhagadharini.
Shaktikūtaikatapanna katyadho bhagadharini. Shaktikūtaikatapanna katyadho bhagadharini.
Kanthādah katiparyanta madhyakutasvarupini. Shaktikūtaikatapanna katyadho bhagadharini.
Kanthādah katiparyanta madhyakutasvarupini. Shaktikūtaikatapanna katyadho bhagadharini. Kanthādah katiparyanta madhyakutasvarupini. Shaktikūtaikatapanna katyadho bhagadharini.
There were few questions related to previous verse. So one was related to the meaning of Karanguli Nakhotpanna Narayana Dashakritihi. So generally we don't actually touch upon, we don't actually explain the meanings in this chanting session. However, there was a repeated request. So I will just tell you the one line kind of a meaning, because each nama of Lalita Sahasranama has profound meaning. So, there are vyakhyanas, there are commentaries written pages together for one name alone. So we will not be going into so much detail. So Karanguli Nakhotpanna Narayana Dashakrutihi means, Kara means, as we know, is a hand, Anguli fingers, Nakha means nails. So Karanguli Nakha Utpanna, born out of the nails of the Kara Anguli, the hand fingernails. Narayana Dashakrutihi. Narayana, we know Mahavishnu, Dashakrutihi, Dashavatara. So there are different ways of meanings interpreted to this. One of the meaning is the fingers of Devi is compared to Narayana's Dashavatara. The other is the Dashakrutihi, Utpanna Dashakrutihi, Dashavatara. The Narayana was Utpanna from the Devi's Karanguli Nakha. So these are two different interpretations. Now this is with reference to the army of the Bhandasura. So here the Bhanda has come to attack Devi, and she destroys all those Rakshasas or the Asuras, which was demons which were created by Bhanda to attack Devi. So that is the whole meaning of this two lines actually. So using the Mahapashupata Astra. So Karanguli Nakhotpanna Narayana Dashakruti Mahapashupata Astragni Nirdhagda burned. Asura Sainikaha, the army of the Asura. Who is that Asura? Bhandasura. So these are the two interpretations. However, we will not be going into too much of meanings in this class. There was another question which I had it was regarding Mahasakti. Okay, I think I will address it when we come to that verse. So let us continue with the current. For those of you who have been asking for my email ID, if you look at the screen here on the bottom portion, the right side, I'm pointing it out, sandhya.vyoma@gmail.com. You can write to me on this email ID if you have any specific queries. And some of you have asked me, like, you haven't got a chance yet and want a chance. So I will call your names out at the end of the session. Yes, I remember about the Dvitvam. I will address it. Then there is a question on some verses to be repeated. We will do that. How many names are there in the first shloka? I think I did this yesterday also, and I had done this earlier also. Jyoti Bhagini, for you, I covered it in yesterday's class, so you can refer to the recording in case if you have missed it. Okay, now let me move to the 36th verse. Mula mantratmika, na in mantra, na, tha and ra. So mantra and a dirgha swara. Mantratmika, tha and ma both should be heard very clearly. Mula kutatraya kalebara. Mula kutatraya, again third ra and a, kutatraya kalebara. Some texts will have Kalevara. However, we are following Kalevara, so we'll follow this. Kulamrutaika rasika. Kulamrutaika rasika. Kula sanketa palini. So there are absolutely no Mahapranaksharas in this verse. It's quite a simple verse and not very long names also. Mula mantratmika.
Mulamantraatmika.
Mulakutatraya. Kalebara. Mula mantratmika, mulakutatraya kalebara.
Mulamantraatmika, mulakutatraya kalebara. Mulamantraatmika, mulakutatraya kalebara.
Kulamrutaika rasika.
Kulamrutaika rasika.
Kula sanketa palini.
Kula sanketa palini.
कुलामृतैकरसिका कुलसङ्केतपालिनी
कुलामृतैकरसिका कुलसङ्केतपालिनी कुलामृतैकरसिका कुलसङ्केतपालिनी
मूलमन्त्रात्मिका मूलकूटत्रयकलेबरा
मूलमन्त्रात्मिका मूलकूटत्रयकलेबरा मूलमन्त्रात्मिका मूलकूटत्रयकलेबरा
कुलामृतैकरसिका कुलसङ्केतपालिनी
कुलामृतैकरसिका कुलसङ्केतपालिनी कुलामृतैकरसिका कुलसङ्केतपालिनी
मूलमन्त्रात्मिका मूलकूटत्रयकलेबरा कुलामृतैकरसिका कुलसङ्केतपालिनी
मूलमन्त्रात्मिका मूलकूटत्रयकलेबरा कुलामृतैकरसिका कुलसङ्केतपालिनी मूलमन्त्रात्मिका मूलकूटत्रयकलेबरा कुलामृतैकरसिका कुलसङ्केतपालिनी.
In this we have Moola Mantratmika, one name, Moola Kutatraya Kalevara. Then we have Kulamrutaika Rasika and Kula Sanketa Palini. So 2 names in the first line and 2 names in the second line. So totally 4 names we have in this verse. Okay, so let us move to the 37th verse. Kulangana, 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 Kulantastha. So here, if you see, I have underlined this. In Kulantastha, there is a visarga which is followed by sa, and then we have a mahaprana tha. So whenever there is a visarga and if there is a sa, sha, if you remember the pronunciation tips class, we do not pronounce this full visarga. We do not pronounce this as kulantaha. We will pronounce this kulantastha. So there is an extra sa which you will be hearing there. Kulantastha. Kaulini kula yogini. Kaulini kula yogini. Akula samayantastha. Again, same rule, same concept. Visarga rule, if you remember. Samayantastha. Tha is a mahaprana here. Samayachara tatpara. Samayachara tatpara. Kulangana kulantastha. Kaulini kulayogini. Akula samayantastha. Samayachara tatpara. Kulangana.
Kulangana. Kulangana.
Kulantastha.
Kulantastha. Kulantastha.
Kaulini.
Kaulini. Kaulini.
Kulayogini.
Kulayogini. Kulayogini.
Kulangana kulantastha. Kaulini kulayogini.
Kulangana kulantastha. Kaulini kulayogini. Kulangana kulantastha. कौलिनी कुलयोगिनी
Akula.
अकुला अकुला
Samayantastha.
समयान्तस्था समयान्तस्था
Samayacharatatpara.
समयाचार तत्परा समयाचार तत्परा
Kulangana kulantastha. Kaulini kulayogini.
कुलाङ्गना कुलान्तस्था कौलिनी कुलयोगिनी कुलाङ्गना कुलान्तस्था कौलिनी कुलयोगिनी
Akula samayantastha. Samayacharatatpara.
अकुला समयान्तस्था समयाचार तत्परा अकुला समयान्तस्था समयाचार तत्परा
Kulangana kulantastha. Kaulini kulayogini. Akula samayantastha. Samayacharatatpara.
कुलाङ्गना कुलान्तस्था कौलिनी कुलयोगिनी अकुला समयान्तस्था समयाचार तत्परा कुलाङ्गना कुलान्तस्था कौलिनी कुलयोगिनी अकुला समयान्तस्था समयाचार तत्परा
So in this we have very clear in this we have four names: Kulangana, Kulantastha, Kaulini, Kulayogini, four names. Akula, Akula is one name, Samayantastha, and then Samayachara Tatpara, three names. So totally we have 7 names in this verse. 38th. Mooladharaika Nilaya. So there is Dha Mahaprana. Brahma Granthi. Tha is a Mahaprana. Before that we have Anna. And in Brahma Granthi, there is a doubling of Ga happening. And it is Brahma, not Brahma. It's Brahma, as per the Guru Parampara teaching that we have received. Brahma Granthi Vibhedini. Bha is a Mahaprana again. Manipuranta Rudita. Listen carefully here. Pu is a Dirga. Manipuranta. Na anta. Manipuranta Rudita. Rudita. Vishnu Granthi. So we have a Gra and then we have a Mahaprana Tha here. Vishnu Granthi Vibhedini. Bha is again a Mahaprana in this case. Mooladharaika Nilaya.
मूलाधारैकनिलया मूलाधारैकनिलया
Brahma Granthi Vibhedini.
ब्रह्मग्रन्थिविभेदिनी ब्रह्मग्रन्थिविभेदिनी
मूलाधारैकनिलया ब्रह्मग्रन्थिविभेदिनी
मूलाधारैकनिलया ब्रह्मग्रन्थिविभेदिनी मूलाधारैकनिलया ब्रह्मग्रन्थिविभेदिनी
मणिपूरान्तरुदिता
मणिपूरान्तरुदिता मणिपूरान्तरुदिता
विष्णुग्रन्थिविभेदिनी
विष्णुग्रन्थिविभेदिनी विष्णुग्रन्थिविभेदिनी
मणिपूरान्तरुदिता विष्णुग्रन्थिविभेदिनी
मणिपूरान्तरुदिता विष्णुग्रन्थिविभेदिनी मणिपूरान्तरुदिता विष्णुग्रन्थिविभेदिनी
In this Vishnu, in this Sha is a Shanmukha Sha, it is Sha. Mooladharaika Brahmagranthi Manipuranta Vishnu Granthi Vibhedini
मूलाधारैकनिलया ब्रह्मग्रन्थिविभेदिनी मणिपूरान्तरुदिता विष्णुग्रन्थिविभेदिनी मूलाधारैकनिलया ब्रह्मग्रन्थिविभेदिनी मणिपूरान्तरुदिता विष्णुग्रन्थिविभेदिनी
Uttamam. So in this again, similar to the previous verses, since you see a pause after each pada, you can make out very easily. Moola Dharaika Nilaya is one name. Brahma Granthi Vibhedini is another name. Manipuranta Rudita is third name. Vishnu Granthi Vibhedini is the fourth name. So there are totally 4 names in this verse. So there is a question regarding the 37th verse. So I'm just going back there. So yes, there are 7 names. Do you have to chant it continuously? So what you can do is you can take a pause after this kulantastha. There is a question regarding this, asking about how to chant this. So I'm just answering that. Let me chant one so that you can follow. Kulangana kulantastha. So I'm taking a small pause after this. Kulangana kulantastha kaulini kulayogini kaulini kulayogini akula samayantastha samayachara tatpara. So you can take a pause, a small pause after kulantastha, and again in the second line after samayantastha. Can take a pause over here. These are different names, and yes, you need not chant it like in one breath. You can chant it continuously, but not like a one breath, where in some of the names where we had one complete line was like one name, where you cannot take a pause and you have to chant it continuously. But this verse is not like that. There was also a question regarding this visarga rule again here. So kulantaha and sthaviha, there is a visarga followed by sa. Whenever there is a visarga followed by sa or sha or sha, so we do not pronounce, we do not say chant the complete visarga over here. So we chant it as kulangana kulantastha. So this is one of the Visarga rules. If you remember, there was another Visarga rule wherein if the Visarga, after Visarga, if we had a Ka or Kha, then we would have chanted half Visarga over there. So these are two different Visarga rules which you need to remember. So the pronunciation tips, the first class has been uploaded to the course page. So whenever you want to revisit for revision, please go through that once again. So you will be more clear, because you keep coming up across these rules in many places, not just in Lalita Sahasranama, in other classes or in other stotrams, shlokas also. So there was another question regarding 18th and 19th was, I'll just go back. Nikita Murali. Okay, so what I can do is I can stop here and call out the names for chanting. So please raise your hands. Let me just call out. Nikita Bhagini has a question. Nikita Murali Bhagini, I have unmuted you, so I can I can teach you. You wanted to learn the 18th and 19th, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'll teach that once again. You can repeat after me. Just give me 1 minute. Let me get to that verse. You can repeat after me. In this line, see in the first line, you cannot take a pause anywhere. You have to chant it completely. But while
That is
teaching,
what I feel difficult, ma'am. Yeah. Without
so
pause.
don't worry. It comes out of practice. It will take some time because it's more of a breath control, right? It's not. It's not about just the pronunciation. It's about how you control your breath and try to chant it continuously. So over a period of time, you will get it. One of the tips is like, if you're chanting it too slow, it might be a little difficult to chant it in one go. So you can make it a little faster, like Indra Gopa Parikshipta Smaratu Nabhajanghika. So this space you can try, or even a little bit more faster. So you can chant after me. I'll teach it. Indra Gopa Parikshipta
Indra Gopa Parikshipta
Smaratu Nabhajanghika.
Smaratu Nabhajanghika.
So here, na, it is ta, tha, da, dha, na, and bha, and bhajanghika. Gha is a mahaprana in this case. Smaratu Nabhajanghika.
Smaratu Nabhajanghika.
Bhajanghika.
Bhajanghika.
So that you have to observe. Mahapranaksharas put little more stress. Bha, gha, like this. Can you chant gha?
Ba. The.
Gha, 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 gha,
The.
gha. Ka, kha, ga, gha. Yes. So one of the ways to practice is, you can hold a paper and you can try. When we chant alpa pranakshara, like for example, ga, the paper will not move in front of your face. So when you chant dha, the paper will move slightly because of the air, the prana, the stress, the effort that we put. That's one way to practice the mahapranaksharas. Okay. Gudha gulpa.
Guda Gulpa.
Kurma prishtha.
Kurma Prishta.
Jayishnu prapadanvita.
Jayishnu Prapadanvita.
Jayishnu prapadanvita.
Jayishnu Prapadanvita.
So here, Jayishnu, immediately you should take that P. Jayishnu prapadanvita.
Jayishnu Prapadanvita.
Okay. So here there is there is a dvitvam happening. So you can hear a slight P. Jayishnu prapadanvita. Jayishnu prapadanvita.
Jaishnu Prapadanvita.
So you first practice in this way and then you can try the entire line chanting. Next one, 19th. Nakhadidhiti
Nakadititi.
Sanchanna
Sanchanna.
Namajjana
Namajana.
Namajjana.
Namajana.
So there is a double ja there already, right? If you see ja and ja, and there is also dvitkam happening. So namajjana. Okay.
Namajana.
Namajjana ja, little more ja, one extra ja. Namajjana
Namajana.
tamoguna
Tamoguna.
padadvaya
Padadvaya.
prabhajala
Prabhajala.
parakrita
Parakrita.
saroruha.
Saroruha.
Okay. So you practice like this and then remind me in some class we can chant again together the complete name.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you.
Dhanyavadaha. I'll just see if there are any questions that I need to answer and then. Okay. So there were few people who wanted to chant. I don't see their names. Okay, Savitri Bhagini, I'll just call out your name. Give you the permission to chant. Savitri, Savitri R21. Yeah, I have unmuted you. Let me go to yesterday's class. Yes. Can you chant this Bhagini, Savitri Bhagini? Mahaganesha.
Mahaganesh, Namaste, madam.
Namaste.
Mahaganesha nirbinna vigna yantra praharshita banda surendra nirmukta shastra pratyastra varshini.
I will teach once, Bhagini. You can repeat after me. Mahaganesha nirbinna.
Mahaganesha nirbinna
Vigna yantra praharshita.
Vigna yantra praharshita.
Mahaganesha nirbinna.
Mahaganesha nirbinna
Vigna yantra praharshita.
Vigna yantra praharshita.
Bhanda surendra.
Banda surendra
Nirmukta shastra pratyastra varshini. I will chant the entire line. Just try if you can. Mahaganesha nirbhinna vigna yantra praharshita.
Mahaganesha nirbinna vigna yantra praharshita.
Bhanda surendra nirmukta shastra pratyastra varshini.
Bandhasurendra nirmukta shastra pratyastra varshini.
Dhanyavadaha Bhagini.
Dhanyavadaha.
Please go on mute, Jyoti Bhagini. Please be on mute. Okay, let me just. Jyoti Bhagini, just be on mute, please. Sorry, Savitri Bhagini, you can be on mute. Okay. If anybody has not got a chance at all to chant and you want to be called out, please put a message, because I'll not be able to remember all the names. Kshamyatam for that. Rakesh Mahodaya, I have unmuted you.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Can you chant 30 seconds? Karanguli Nakhotpanna.
30 seconds, sure. Karanguli nakhotpanna narayana dashakrutihi mahapashupatastragni nirdagdhasura sainika.
Uttamam. Can you chant this first line again, Mahodaya?
Okay, ma'am. Karanguli nakhotpanna narayana dashakrutihi.
Okay. This ka, try to put little more stress. Nakhotpanna.
Nakhotpanna.
And here in the second line, don't take it. I don't know if it is because of network or what. I heard a small pause over here. Try to chant this continuously.
Okay, ma'am.
Dhanyavadaha.
Thank you, ma'am. Dhanyavada.
Maithili Bhagini, I have unmuted you. You can chant Kameshwarastra.
Hari Om.
Ma'am.
Kameshwarasta nirtakta sabandasura-shunyaka Brahmopendra Brahmo.
Correct.
Brahmopendra Mahendradi-deva samstuta vaibhava.
In this Kameshwarastra, there is a Sa, Ta, and Ra, right? So all three should be heard. And in Brahma, Ha should also be heard clearly. So listen carefully once. Kameshwarastra. Repeat.
Kameshwarastra.
Correct. In the second line, Brahmopendra.
Brahmopendra. Brahmo.
Correct. Brahmopendra. Yeah, when you're splitting, you're chanting it. When you're combining Brahmopendra, you are missing that Hakara. Brahmopendra.
Upendra.
Can practice that. Okay. Dhanyavadaha.
Hari Om.
Hari Om. In the 31st verse, there is a question, so I'm answering that. Vighna yantra. So here, Vighna, Gha is yes, it's half Gha, and Na, Vighna, Na. So Vighna, okay? It's not full Gha, Vighna. Let me go back to the Ramana Mahodaya. I'll just call out, I'll just unmute you. I've unmuted you. You can chant Haranetragni.
Ram Bhagini.
Ram.
Haranetragni sandagdha kama sanjeevanaushadhihi Srimad Bhagavakutaika Swarupa Mukha Pankaja. Srimad Vagbhava Kotaika Swarupa Mukha Pankaja.
Uttamam. Dhanyavadaha, Mahodaya. Subbalakshmi Bhagini, I have unmuted you. Can you try this Kanthada?
Namaste Bhagini, Ram Ram Ram.
Ram Ram Ram.
Kanthadhikkati paryanta madhyakutasvarupini shakti kutaikathapanna kathyadho bhagadharini.
The second line was correct, except this ta is alpa prana ta. In the first line, Bhagini, I will chant once, listen, and then you can repeat. Kanthadha kati paryanta madhyakuta swarupini. So here, this is kanthadha. Not, there is no ikara here. Kanthadha kati paryanta. So this is little bit, long. I mean, in terms of holding the breath and chanting in one go is little tough. So you can go one step fast, so it will be easier for you. Can you try?
Yes, ma'am. Kanthadhakkati paryanta madhyakutasvarupini shakti kutaikathapanna katyadho bhagadharini.
Uttamam. Only one small observation. So when sometimes we tend to chant where there is alpa prana, when we become conscious, we tend to chant Mahaprana-akshara. It is not just you, it happens with many of us actually. So if, for example, Shakti Kutaikatapanna, it's not katha, it's not katha, it is kata. Shakti Kutaikatapanna katyadho. This ta is also alpa prana, otherwise it's correct. Dhanyavadaha, Bhagini.
Dhanyavadaha.
Lasya Bhagini, I have unmuted you. You can chant this Moola Mantratmika.
36 shloka.
You want to chant 36th verse? Yes, this is 36th only.
Moola Mantratmika Moola Kutatraya Kalebara
Moola Kutatraya.
Moola Kutatraya Kalebara Kala
Kulamrutaika Rasika.
Kulamrutaika Rasika Kula Sanketa Palini.
Kula Sanketa Palini. So you can follow the raga, okay? Listen to the recording, you will be able to get the raga.
Yes.
Dhanyavadaha, Lasya. Hemalata R. Bhagini, I am unmuting you. You can chant this Kulangana.
Ram 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 Bhagini.
Ram Ram Ram.
Kulangana kulantasta kaulini kulayogini akula samayantasta samayachara tatpara.
Uttamam. Dhanyavadaha, Bhagini.
Dhanyavadaha.
Yes, Lakshmi, I have unmuted you. Can chant Mooladhara. Ram Ram Ram.
Mooladharaika nilaya Brahma Granthini Vibhedini Manipuranta Rudita Vishnu Granthi Vibhedini.
Dhanyavadaha, Bhagini.
Dhanyavadaha.
Rekha TS.
Ram Ram Ram.
Ram Ram Ram. Eka nimisham. Let me go back to earlier verses. I'll just go to the previous verse, like from 30th or. Can you try this? Vishukra.
Yes, ma'am. Vishukra Pranaharana Varahi Viryanandita कामेश्वर मुखालोककल्पित श्री गणेश्वरः. Beautiful.
धन्यवादः भगिनी.
Thank you, ma'am.
Pandit Purnima Bhagini, I think I have unmuted you. You can try this Bhanda Saini.
Can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
भण्डसैन्यवधोद्युक्त शक्ति विक्रमहर्षिता नित्या पराक्रमाटोपनिरीक्षण समयुत
Others be on
नित्या
mute.
पराक्रमाटोपनिरीक्षण समुत्सुका नित्या पराक्रमाटोपनिरीक्षण समुत्सुका.
Uttamam. First line Bhagini. Bhanda Sainya. Can you try?
भण्डसैन्य.
One sec. So Bhandas is not there. Bhanda Sainya. Sai is plain. There is no additional stress there.
Oh, okay. भण्डसैन्य.
I'm hearing
Bhanda.
okay,
Yes,
listen,
yes.
listen. One second. Just listen to me once.
Yes.
Bhanda Sainya Vadhodyukta.
भण्डसैन्यवधोद्युक्त.
So here, now you chanted correctly. Just that you have to chant together. There should not be any gap between Bhanda and Sainya.
Okay. भण्डसैन्यवधोद्युक्त.
Correct.
Okay.
Dhanyavadaha.
Thank you.
Bharati Prakash. Can you try Kiri Chakra? I have unmuted you.
किरिचक्ररथारूढदण्डनाथा पुरस्कृता ज्वालामालिनिकाक्षिप्तवह्निप्राकारमध्यगा.
So in the second line, Bhagini, Jwala Malini Kakshiptavanhi. You got it?
ज्वालामालिनिकाक्षिप्तवह्नि. Adu come first, no?
No, when you pronounce in this, in one he, we should, whenever ha and na, this kind of words are there, we pronounce this as one he, not vahani. It is one he. Can you try?
Okay.
Yeah.
ज्वालामालिनिकाक्षिप्तवह्नि प्राकारमध्यगा. Sorry.
Dhanyavad. No, that's fine.
Jwala.
Correct. You chanted it correctly.
Okay.
Dhanyavad.
Dhanyavad.
Purnima is another person by name Purnima. Okay, I've unmuted you, Bhagini. You can try Chakra Raja.
Ram.
रथारूढ
चक्रराजरथारूढ सर्वयुद्ध.
There are two people chanting. I see.
केय चक्ररथारूढ मन्त्रिणी परिसेविता.
Okay, was this Purnima Bhagini who chanted?
Yes, I'm Purnima.
Okay, yeah. Dhanyavadaha Bhagini.
Dhanyavad.
Okay, let me just. I think almost whoever messaged got a chance. I'll just look at the people who have raised hands and waiting. Satish Kumar Singham Seti Mahodaya.
Namaskara Mahodaya.
Namaskaram. Sampatkari Samarudha, please.
Sampatkari Samarudha Sindhya
Arudhadhithi.
Others, please be on mute. Go ahead, Mahoday.
Sampatkari Samarudha Sindhura Praja Sevita Swarudha Tishtita Swakoti Koti Vinavrutam.
Uttama Mahodaya. Just in the first line, you listen to me once, especially focus on this Sindhura Braja. Sampatkari Samarudha Sindhura Braja Sevita. Can you chant first line alone?
Sampatkari Samarudha Sindhura Braja Sevita.
Sindhura Braja.
Sindhura Braja Sevita.
Sindhura Braja Sevita.
Sindhura Braja Sevita.
Dhanyavadaha Mahodaya.
Namaskara. Dhanyavada.
Vijay Lakshmi Bhagini. Devashri. Others, please be on mute. Vijay Lakshmi Bhagini, I have unmuted you. Vijay Lakshmi Bhagini?
Hello,
I
namaskara.
can hear you. Namaskaram.
Yes.
Can you chant Devashigana?
Yeah. Devarshigana Sangata Stuyamanatma Vaibhava Bandasura Vadodyukta Shakti Sena Samanvita.
So just one small thing that you have to focus little more on the Mahaprana Aksharas Bhagini. Like Sanghata Vaibhava Bandasura Vadodyukta. Would you like to try again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Devarshigana Sangata Stuyamanatma Vaibhava Bandhasura Vadodyukta Shakti Sena Samanvita.
You are chanting everything correctly. Just at the Mahaprana Aksharas, I will just chant the letter you repeat. Okay. Gha. Can you repeat? Gha. Can you repeat gha?
Dha.
Bha.
Bha.
Dha.
Sorry?
Dha. Ta, tha, da, tha. Okay. Now your whatever stress you put and you chanted, it was correct. So when you chant the verse also, you should put so much effort in Mahaprana. Dhanyavada Mahodaya.
Dhanyavada.
Hemender Pusa Mahodaya.
Namaste Bhagini.
Namaste. Can you try this, please?
First line
Mahapadma.
Mahapadma Tavi Samstha Kadambavanavasini Sudha Sagara Madhyastha Kamakshi Kamadayini.
Correct. So here, Sudha Sagara Madhyastha Didha Kamakshi. Can you try second line again?
Sudha Sagara Madhyastha Kamakshi Kamadayini.
Dhanyavadaha. I think we'll stop here today. Let us do the Mangalam. There was a request to learn the Guru Reva Gatihi, the first verse again. I will, in the next class, I will teach Guru Reva Gatihi and a new Dhyana Shloka also, apart from what we have learned earlier. Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhake Sharanye Triambake Devi Narayani Namostute. Pranams to everyone. Ram Ram Ram. We will meet again in the next week.
Ram Ram Ram.
Ram Ram Ram. Thank you, ma'am.
Namaskar.
Ram Ram Ram. Dhanyavada.